Debra.
Hi. Alejandro, right?
Yes.
Okay. Nice meeting you.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. There's a copy of my resume I just dropped right by you.
Thank you. That's very nice of you.
Okay.
So let's start off the interview. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been in property management for some time and I enjoy it. It's great. It's a great business. I love the changing component of it. It's dynamic. Kind of suits me.
Okay. What are some of your greatest strengths?
That I'm devoted to my job. My efforts to get the job done at hand, despite whatever limitations are around, and the fact that I'm punctual.
You always find a way to get the job done?
And on time, as best, or I communicate that something is the limitation, but I give the person who needs to receive the information enough foresight to make adjustments to accommodate that situation.
Okay, that's really good. Do you prefer to work by yourself or with others?
Either way, it's fine.
Okay. Tell me some of your hobbies.
Hobbies, I like outdoor activities, hiking, RVing, camping, going to the Sierras, fishing, not necessarily putting the fish on the hook and all that stuff, but just taking in the ambiance of the water.
So you're a fan of nature?
I am a fan of nature.
I am too. Tell me how I should hire you instead of some of my other applicants.
I will get the job done as best I can, and I don't let limitations get in my way so much. Because there's a deadline, and I respect the deadline. I respect the people who need to receive their services or products on time. I respect that element of it, and I'm just pretty much devoted to what I do.
Okay. What were some of your major accomplishments in your previous job?
My promotion from bookkeeper to property management, negotiating leases, taking care of rental increases, things like that. Negotiating with the tenants and making them feel at ease despite the economy, and not making it a painful situation, and making it as amicable as possible in those settings.
How long did it take you to get this promotion?
In the course of 3 years.
Okay. What did a typical workday consist of?
A typical workday is looking at the lease, at least glancing at it at least one time during my 4 to 5 hour interview, and then also doing the billing, doing the regular secretarial tasks, going to get the mail, seeing if anything's wrong with the property and finding whatever method to fix that problem, making sure hazards aren't in the way.
So you had multiple responsibilities?
I had multiple, yeah, pretty much not necessarily responsibilities that were told to me immediately. I just jumped in there because the job needed to be done.
Right.
And there was nobody to fill that position, so I just filled them as necessary.
Jump in and do it yourself?
Yeah.
Alright. What were some of your major accomplishments in college?
Finishing,
Uh-huh.
and doing it with a low, and remaining on the honor roll throughout the entire time. And it was difficult. But yeah, it was difficult.
You know this is a fairly large company, right?
It is.
Would you be comfortable in an environment like this?
I acclimate to whatever surroundings I'm in. I just come in there and I fill it out, and I just do whatever I need to do.
Yeah, I'm sure you would do great.
Thanks.
If you get this position, what would you like to accomplish?
I would like to accomplish learning more, gaining more experience.
Never asked enough.
No, that's a good thing.
Okay. Is there anybody who has influenced you in your life, and why?
Yeah, my grandfather has influenced me. He was a judge, but he started with nothing, and he put himself through law school, and he started with $10 in his pocket and really didn't have a way, just pretty much did it based on faith and his devotion to work.
Okay. Tell me about a time when you were under stress and you needed to meet a deadline.
Last quarter finals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a lot of finals. It was dedicated in one short interval, and I had to get it done right then and there, and it was just a lot, but it was completed. But it was strenuous because it had me up 4 o'clock in the morning getting that done, and still maintaining to wake up in the morning and get to the next day without letting the previous day take over this day.
I bet you were really relieved when it was all done.
Oh yes. Oh my goodness, it was nice.
Okay. Give me a time you went above and beyond Call of Duty in your previous job.
Okay. my previous job, there was a hole in the ground. You know, I was just a bookkeeper. And there was a hole in the ground where the access cover of the PG&E was. And, you know, it's not my job, I guess, to be the bookkeeper and go call PG&E and make sure that they devoted some time to take care of that hazard for the public safety.
Right.
But then I checked back about 2 or 3 times to make sure that that hole remained covered with a big old block on top of it with a caution sign to make sure none of the public actually removes that, because that would be a harm to the rest of the public. So that would be on call of duty.
Let me ask you a situational question.
Okay?
If one of your coworkers was falsifying data, what would you do?
Well, I would actually tell them that I'm telling my superior.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So they have the opportunity to know something else, that they have something, because I have a duty to my coworkers and I have a duty absolutely to my superior to know.
Appreciate your honesty. Well, Debra, I want to thank you for your time. Giving me a chance to get to know you.
Good night.
And
I did have a couple of questions, but that's okay. I did have a couple of questions. What are your hours like here?
well, typical work day is 9 to 5. I'm sure the previous job was something
9 to 5, Monday through Friday?
Yes.
Okay.
Friday.
Okay, how about Saturdays and Sundays?
Saturdays are optional. Sundays, no.
Oh, okay.
Take a day off.
Okay. But is it 40 hours mandated every week, or can you go above 40 hours?
Certain situations you need to get approval from management to go above 40 hours.
Okay.
Otherwise, 40 is max.
Okay. Are you the manager?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I would ask your approval.
You would come to me, yes.
Okay, good. How available are you throughout the day?
Well, I always make room for my employees.
Okay.
So just give me a knock.
Oh, so you're on site.
Yes.
Good. Thank you, Alejandro. Nice meeting you. Okay?
Nice to meet you too.
All right.
All right.
Talk to you later.